All right. Head coach, technical director Brian Clarhaut, whenever you're ready.
What's going to be the personality of this team? What's going to make you guys good?
I think it's a resilient group. It's a group with a lot of games in this league, so they're experienced. They know what it takes to be successful, and it's a group that puts demands on each other. You can see in training today, it's a high player demands on one another. It's less voice from me, which I think top teams have.
What do you see that's different between last year and this year? I know last year you kind of came in, half the roster was built. This is a lot more your personality, you think, or?
In terms of personality, yes, maybe. I think it's natural to get guys that you want to work with that have some of the same characteristics that you have. I think in terms of the playing side, we have a few special individuals that can unlock teams, and there's a lot more depth to the squad. So I think depth is probably the biggest piece.
Kind of off of that, it's a similar start to last year, where it's 3-4 games in a very short amount of time. How do you manage that, and does the depth you're talking about, does that help you with managing it?
Well, it's not ideal. I just figured out a few days ago that when we play Louisville, that will be Louisville's first game. So it's tough. I think I'm not happy about it. It's a hard demand to put on players this early in the season. We depth is depth, right? Depth is depth when guys are available, when visas and everything are complete, when national team duty is not an issue. So we have to see at any given point what our depth availability is. But it's not ideal the first 3 games, but we're going to give them hell, and we're at home at least, so that's what it's about.
As far as injuries go, I saw Petar was kind of out. Is there anybody? What's kind of his status for Saturday, and if there's anybody else?
We got Petar had a little bit of cramping on an Achilles. He's day to day. He's been on the pitch today to test it out. I'll get more information today. It's nothing too serious. We had a few guys against New Mexico where they had sickness as well, so we were without probably 4 or 5 guys on a bug that was going around. As of now, everyone's should be available.
You talked about that depth, and it seems to me, that you're working a lot more through Mountain Star Sports Group with Juarez Bravos and things like that. Is that intentional?
Yeah, I think it's a good tool to have. It's a unique tool to have, right? It's something that not that I know of that any team has another ownership in a different club in general, let alone Liga MX. So we're fortunate enough to get a few players that we think that we can help develop and that will be good at our level. And it's been something that we've been focusing on since last summer.
Say you got players who can kind of unlock things now. Who are these guys?
I think you saw against New Mexico what Toomey can do. He's going now, and to see his progression since the first day of preseason to where he is now is exciting. Obviously, Armando Moreno is a slippery guy that we've all faced on the other side of the jersey. You have a different type of trait with Justin Dillon, who's a big target guy but can also move. But I think our attacking midfielders right now are guys that can get out of pressure. And you also look at your back line, right? Can they get out of pressure? And I think we have guys in the back that are very good passers on the ball and that make right decisions.